Has the shine of past glory started to dull Warriors fans? Do you feel that familiar ache, that yearning for another banner, another undisputed reign, even as the current roster battles valiantly? And for the Hawks faithful, has the promise of Ice Trae and a dynamic offense begun to feel like a perpetual tease, a talent on the cusp of greatness, but forever just out of reach of true contention? What if the answer to both these burning questions, the catalyst for a dynasty's resurgence and a superstar's long-awaited championship, is the same seismic move, a blockbuster trade that could reshape the entire NBA landscape? What if Trae Young, the $46 million talent questioning his future in Atlanta, is the golden ticket the Golden State Warriors desperately need to reclaim their throne? Welcome, basketball fanatics, to an exclusive deep dive that could send shockwaves through the league. I'm your host, and if you're like me, you live and breathe the drama, the speculation, and the sheer audacity of the NBA's biggest moves. Today, we're not just discussing rumors. We're dissecting a bombshell report that suggests a path for the Golden State Warriors to inject superstar talent into their aging core, and for Trae Young to finally find the championship culture he deserves. This isn't just about a trade. It's about destiny, about legacy, and about the relentless pursuit of greatness. If you're ready to dive into the most intriguing potential move of the offseason, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's get into it. The whispers began subtly, almost imperceptibly, but they've now erupted into a full-blown roar. Thanks to a report highlighted by Bleacher Report's Joseph Zucker, drawing on insights from ESPN's Tim McMahon and Brian Windhorst on the Hoop Collective podcast. The crux of the revelation? The Atlanta Hawks, despite Trae Young's undeniable talent and star power, have yet to offer him a significant contract extension. Young, the dynamic point guard from Oklahoma, currently has 2 years remaining on his deal, with a hefty $45.9 million owed this season and a $48.9 million player option looming in 2026 to 27. This isn't just a minor contractual snag, it's a potential powder keg. In an era where superstars like Kawhi Leonard and over a dozen other players command $50 million or more per season, the Hawks' hesitation to lock down their franchise cornerstone with a comparable, restructured deal speaks volumes. It suggests a lack of long-term commitment, a questioning of his fit, or perhaps a strategic financial play that could backfire spectacularly. For a player of Young's caliber, who consistently delivers elite scoring and playmaking, this contractual limbo is not just an oversight. It's an invitation for him to look elsewhere, to seek a team that unequivocally believes he's worth every penny and every future commitment. This uncertainty in Atlanta creates a grand opportunity, a window for a hungry contender to swoop in and acquire a generational talent. And who better to seize such an opportunity than the Golden State Warriors? A franchise built on innovation, championship pedigree, and a relentless drive for more. The Warriors, despite their recent struggles to consistently reach the NBA Finals, are always on the hunt for that next piece, that next star to complement Stephen Curry and extend their dynastic window. The report suggests that Golden State could be the perfect landing spot for Young, offering him a championship culture that Atlanta, despite its efforts, has yet to consistently provide. Let's consider the Warriors' historical success. They've proven time and again that a two-guard system, featuring an elite primary ball handler alongside Curry, can be a championship formula. Think back to the electrifying synergy of Stephen Curry and Jordan Poole in 2022, a partnership that culminated in another NBA title, or even the brief, intriguing experiments with Chris Paul and D'Angelo Russell since 2020. The blueprint is there. Surround Curry with another high IQ, high-volume scorer and playmaker, and watch the magic happen. Trae Young, with his unparalleled ability to create off the dribble, his deep shooting range, and his elite passing vision, fits this mold perfectly. He's not just a scorer. He's a true point guard who can orchestrate an offense, alleviate pressure on Curry, and provide a legitimate second star to shoulder the offensive load. The Warriors need his services to win another title, to push them back to the summit of the league. And in return, Young could use their championship culture, their proven track record, and the mentorship of future Hall of Famers to win his first ring, to finally validate his immense talent with the ultimate prize. But how would such a monumental trade even materialize? The report points to a potential package that could intrigue the Hawks, Jonathan Kuminga and Draymond Green. This is where the deal gets fascinating and incredibly complex. For the Warriors, parting with Kuminga means sacrificing a young, athletic forward with immense potential, a player who has shown flashes of brilliance and could be a cornerstone of their future. Giving up Draymond Green, however, is an entirely different beast. Green is the heart and soul of the Warriors' defense, the emotional leader, the vocal commander, and a crucial playmaker in their unique offensive system. His connection with Curry is legendary, forged over multiple championships. Trading Green would be a seismic shift, a clear indication that the Warriors are fully committed to a new era, a new defensive identity, and a new offensive dynamic. It would be a painful but potentially necessary move to acquire a player of Young's offensive magnitude. From Atlanta's perspective, a package of Kuminga and Green offers a compelling, albeit challenging, proposition. Kuminga represents youth, athleticism, and a high ceiling, a player who could grow alongside their existing young talent. Draymond Green, despite his age, brings an immediate infusion of championship experience, defensive intensity, and veteran leadership, qualities that the Hawks have often lacked. He could instantly transform their defensive culture and provide a much-needed voice in the locker room. However, integrating Green's strong personality and unique skill set would require careful management, and the Hawks would have to decide if his veteran presence outweighs the potential long-term financial commitment and the need for more offensive firepower. This trade is not without its risks for both sides, but the potential rewards are astronomical. Let's not forget the current state of the Hawks. Young already has a legitimately playoff-caliber roster around him. The additions of Kristaps Porzingis, a versatile big man who can stretch the floor, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, a solid two-way guard, were meant to give the 26-year-old the additional help he needs to elevate Atlanta into true contention. On paper, this roster has talent. Yet, the contract situation with Young suggests that the Hawks front office might not be entirely convinced that this current iteration, even with its recent additions, is the definitive championship formula. This internal doubt, whether real or perceived, is what fuels the trade speculation. If the Hawks aren't fully committed to building around Young long-term, then exploring a trade that brings back valuable assets like Kuminga and a proven winner like Green becomes a very real possibility. It would be a pivot, a re-evaluation of their core, and a bold statement about their future direction. The strategic fit of Trae Young in Golden State is tantalizing. Imagine the offensive firepower, Curry's off-ball movement and limitless range, combined with Young's ability to break down defenses, create lobs, and hit clutch shots. The spacing would be incredible, opening up driving lanes and cutting opportunities for everyone. Young's playmaking would unlock new dimensions for the Warriors' offense, allowing Curry to play more off-ball, conserving energy, and maximizing his scoring efficiency. While defensive concerns might arise with a smaller backcourt, the Warriors have historically found ways to compensate with their disciplined team defense and the versatility of players like Draymond Green if he remains, or if his replacement can fill that void. The potential for a truly unstoppable offensive juggernaut capable of outscoring any opponent is very real. This isn't just about adding a star. It's about reigniting the championship flame, about finding that spark that makes the Warriors truly terrifying again. So here we stand at a crossroads, with the NBA rumor mill churning at full speed. Trae Young's future in Atlanta is shrouded in uncertainty, a superstar talent potentially adrift due to contractual ambiguity. The Golden State Warriors, ever vigilant, see an opportunity to rearm their championship arsenal, to pair Stephen Curry with another elite playmaker and chase another ring. A trade involving Jonathan Kuminga and Draymond Green for Trae Young would be a monumental gamble for both franchises, a move fraught with risk, but brimming with the potential for unparalleled reward. It's a testament to the relentless ambition of both a player seeking his ultimate validation and a dynasty striving for its next chapter. This isn't just a transaction, it's a narrative waiting to unfold, a story that could define the next era of NBA basketball. What are your thoughts on this potential seismic shift, basketball fans? Do you believe the Hawks are making a mistake by hesitating on a Trae Young extension? And could Golden State truly be his championship destiny? Would you be willing to part with Kuminga and even Draymond Green to bring Ice Trae to the Bay Area? Let us know your bold predictions, your passionate arguments, and your wildest trade scenarios in the comment section below. We want to hear from every single one of you. If this deep dive got your heart racing, make sure to hit that like button, share it with every hoops head you know, and subscribe to our channel for the most exclusive and dynamic NBA coverage anywhere. This season is already shaping up to be legendary, and we're here to break down every single moment with you. Until next time, keep those eyes on the court and let the games begin.